Greetings, everyone. So, I just wanted to share a few of my thoughts on all of the things going on with the TikTokers. It's really not drama, it really isn't. But you've got the TikTokers, the YouTubers, the young generation, which is Generation Z. And I started to watch Liz Gale with the gal on No Culty Vibes. And I like what they're talking about regarding the older generation Scientologists and the younger ones. Now, I'm going to be straight up. I just feel like I need to comment on this. I'm a Gen Xer, and I mean, I've always been fairly efficient with computers. I'm not somebody who takes, a computer, builds it, and takes it down, puts it back together, anything. I can get by on basic stuff. My true feeling and my intuition is telling me that a lot of these older ex-Scientologists, not all of them, I think they're jealous of all of the attention that the young people, the TikTokers, Jessica Palmadessa, Confident Chris, William Good. William Good's a Gen Xer like me, though. I think he's Gen X. Anyways, I really feel like, and I'm just going to say it straight up. I never met this guy, but I don't like Chris Shelton. I won't want to party with him. I won't want to talk to him. Just everything on his YouTube channel, everything, he gives me bad vibes. Not my kind of person that I want to hang out with. I don't know Mike Rinder personally, but a lot of the things that I'm seeing, I've got thoughts that I don't think it would be wise to say publicly, but I'm just getting a lot of really bad vibes, and Claire Headley as well. But I really feel like some of these older ex-Scientologists are just they're out of touch, 100% out of touch. But they're jealous. They want the attention. Oh, I'm the person who comes in with my little cape. I've been working in nonprofit for many years. I don't work, period, anymore. But I just get this feeling. Well, first of all, let's just start with, and this is a general statement, let's just start with how Scientology completely severed the paternal/child relationship. So that has a lot to do with this. But, like, not mentioning all of these things that are going on at all. Like, there's, what is that called? Like, a blackout or a brownout of information. They're not even mentioning it. I'm a Gen Xer. I don't have children, but I'm a social worker by trade. I'm a veteran, disabled veteran. And I feel like how do I say this? Well, especially given the letter that Down the Rabbit Hole got from Aftermath Foundation, I personally feel all the people on that board need to be taken off and they need to put new people in. That's my opinion. And last time I checked, opinions are free to give. So, back to what I was saying. These young people are out there every day, every night, relentlessly. Probably not getting enough food, maybe not getting enough sleep. Like, they believe in what they're doing. So, instead of knocking them or just acting like it doesn't exist, they should be given some kudos. And that's where I go back to why I feel like it's all about ego. And as I said, I don't care for Chris Shelton. And that's it. I don't, I never met the guy. I don't want to. I don't like him. And I know I've only seen him on videos, but the Aftermath Foundation people, like the more people that we've been seeing out in the front, Claire Headley, Mike Rinder, I personally think Mike Rinder's handling everyone. That's what I think. But, and not to take away from all the good he's done. He's done a lot of good, and so has Claire Headley. But they're not treating people well. And the fact that Miriam Francis went to them for help, and I don't know all the details, but Miriam Francis was sexually abused by her father while she was in Scientology. And the fact that she reaches out to them and they're not willing to help her, yeah, they can keep going back to that little clause, we help people getting out of Scientology. Kind of sounds like, you're on my property, you're on my property, you're on my property, programmed, right? That really, at 1, as a woman, 2, as a veteran, and 3, as a daughter of a mother who was sexually abused by her father her whole entire youth, that completely effed up my family. I have a lot of thoughts, of course. So to just leave her out in the lurch just rages me out. And the fact that they have access to all this money from the Aftermath Foundation and they're turning down all these victims. I don't even really like to use the word victim, but people who have been through hell and back. That's supposed to be their job. I don't want to hear this little clause, oh, we help people getting out of the foundation. I'm starting to wonder if there's some siphoning going on here. Something's just not smelling right, man. It's not smelling right. And I think a lot of people, if they had any kind of common sense, would start to really distance themselves from this foundation. And again, back to like Jessica Palmadessa, Confident Chris without Hellcat, the one and only, William Good, who's like a Gen Xer like me. The fact that all of these older Scientologists, regardless of where they're at, regardless whether they have a title, because clearly a lot of them are loving those damn titles. You've got to give credit where credit's due. And these guys are warriors and warrioresses. Jessica Palmadessa, she's a badass. And as an older Gen X woman, I would support Jessica Palmadessa any day of the week. I would support Confident Chris. I would support Lyra FM. I would support Literally Surge. I would support, I'm trying to think of something. I'm thinking of the younger ones. I would support any of them any day of the week. I'd have hot soup on the stove for them. I would let them use my restroom. I would let them clean up when they needed to. I would help them to get the, what's that called? Like the little handle that they use the cameras. I would make sure that they have chargers. I would help with all of that. And as a Gen Xer and an older generation person, that is your job, to support the young people. And I usually keep my mouth shut about this stuff, and I don't like going on. I like posting videos, but I want to have some type of anonymity. And I can assure anybody, I ain't scared of nothing. I ain't scared of nothing. Let's just keep that out there. The older generation, that's your job, is to support the younger people. And not, oh, here's my book. And oh, what kind of underwear did Tom Cruise wear? And all this stuff. It's disgusting. Like what Down the Rabbit Hole said. Who gives a fuck? Nobody gives a fuck. What we care about are these children that were sexually abused, heinously abused while they were in Scientology, people that are not saying anything about it and looking real suspect, as the young kids say, sus. Looking real sus over here. And I don't have any hatred in my heart for these folks. I don't. But there are some things that I'm thinking privately that I can't say publicly. But things are not looking right here. I'm just telling you, it's freaking not adding up. So, at the end of the day, children are what matter most. And it doesn't matter whether you're in Scientology, whether you're not in Scientology. Like, protecting children, that's it. All the adults that are in, they want to, like Serge says, they want to play these games and be abused or whatever, let them. Yeah, exactly. But I do think that there should be some type of, I mean, unfortunately, I think that there's going to have to be some type of participation with the parents and their children. But, what is going on now and what's happened in the past, there needs to be some kind of justice. There has to be some kind of justice. And it doesn't really matter if it comes from the clown courts or not, but there's got to be something. So whether we are endorsing the clown courts or endorsing the fake police or whatever, which obviously we don't, but what I'm saying, it's like something has to be done. So I personally, as a Gen Xer, am going to reach out to TikTok and see if they can try to reinstate Jessica Palmadessa. And I think a lot more people should do that. And the disrespect of these young people saying they want clout in that, it's so obvious. I mean, it's obvious they're out of touch, but I'm seeing a lot of jealousy and how repugnant and disgusting. I personally find it really odd that the older generation didn't have their sorry asses out there at the recruiting station. And that's it. That's all I'm going to say. Peace.